Continuing on our ultimate BJJ Beginner's Guide, we're going to talk about all the different positions in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is defined and recognized by the different positions that we can be in, and we have Stefan here to kind of help us. So the very first position we want to talk about is guard. This is where Stefan is on his back, and he's facing his feet towards me. Fighting with his feet is what Stefan wants to do. So at all times, if Stefan is on his back, his feet need to be facing me. If I'm on my knees and he's maybe closing his guard, from here I am still in Stefan's guard. If I start to stand and he starts to transition to something we call spider guard, where he's able to go and grab my sleeves and make my life miserable, I am still in his guard. If I'm able to go and break those grips, and then from here, we are in what's called half guard. But note how Stefan's feet, his knees, and his legs are being used to keep Stefan safe. From here, maybe we can interact a little bit, and from here, do you see how Stefan may roll so that way he's on all fours? This position here is what we call turtle, or 4 point. Sometimes it's also called 4 point because, one, Stefan looks like a turtle, but two, Stefan is on the 4 points of his arms and his legs. It can be here, maybe I can start to transition around to the other side. I can go here where I'm closer to Stefan's head. So this is what we call 4 point. Stefan can then regard and then give me back his legs. As we go and jockey for a better position, perhaps I can go and I can step back, get away from his legs, and then win a position that's called cross-side. This is where my body is across from Stefan's body and my spine is perpendicular to his spine here. So we are now in cross-side. Note how I can control his head. I can just control his hip. But all of this is just cross-side. When I move my body up a little bit and I pop up and I slide my knee across his belt, this is a position that we call knee on belly, also called knee mount. So from here, you see how Stefan can kind of move around a little bit, but note how I'm maintaining my balance by keeping my leg nice and far away from Stefan. My knee is up and my shin is across his belt. As we jockey around, we move around a little bit, maybe I can slide my knee all the way across, win my foot along the floor, and now you see how I'm now sitting on Stefan. This is a very dominant position for me and a very vulnerable position for Stefan. We call this position mount. Now there are other variations of mount, but note how my knee is on one side of Stefan's hip and my other knee is on the other side of Stefan's hip. As we start to move around a little bit, maybe I can win a collar and I can sit Stefan up, and then I can shoot my knee behind, and then I can win Stefan's back. This is an exceptionally dominant position for me and a very vulnerable position for Stefan. From here, this allows me to start to attack Stefan with a bunch of my favorite attacks. I'll tap Stefan out from here. Thank you so much, Stefan.
My pleasure.
But those are some of the basic positions in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now there's variations on all those positions, but those are the classic positions that you need to understand.